Hi, my name is Jeff Williams, and I'm here to represent Arukah. A little bit about myself. I come from a background of prison. I spent 21 years in prison. I had a problem with drugs, and I tried to support my habit through crime. And I ended up getting struck out, and I did 21 years. And after 21 years, when it came time for parole, the options for paroling to transitional housings was really limited, especially here in the Bay Area. So the only real options were San Francisco and some places in Oakland. But within the church of San Quentin, I found out about this program in Livermore called Arukah, and I didn't know anything about it. But I thought I'd give it a try, and I wrote the director, Josh Jonas, and he was kind enough to respond with an application. I filled it out, and I got approved, which for me, I really looked at that as being God-inspired. You know, it's a godly program, and I was looking forward to that, and I really had put all of my weights and efforts and relied, while in prison, I relied completely on God. And so I figured, well, this is probably the direction I need to be going. I got out on June 12, 2020, right in the heart of the COVID. I think the difficulties were just being able to do day-to-day things like go to the DMV or go to the store or any of the state or federal agencies where they were just non-existent. The Social Security office wasn't open, so I couldn't get my Social Security card. The DMV was only taking appointment calls. You know, you had to get an appointment, and you had to have already had a license or some history with the DMV. Well, all of my history was gone when I got out after 21 years, and so I really had a tough time getting in there. Eventually I did, though. Josh, you know, you helped me get there, and you provided all the transportation that we needed, and was willing to go to whatever site that we had to go to that we felt at the time that, and it just happened to be Tracy. And Arukah has helped me just number one, just to get my ID, the proper credentials that I needed to function in society again. I didn't have a driver's license, I didn't have a Social Security card, I didn't have really anything to my name. I didn't have any clothes, so right from the very beginning, Arukah took me to the well. And we stopped off at a church donation there, and I picked up some clothes, and I was my first pair of pants right there. But then after that, I think the next couple of days later, we went on a little shopping spree. I think I remember correctly. We went to Walmart, and we picked up some more clothes, and so I was able to actually present myself to various places and just feel human. Arukah was always provided food, obviously shelter, counseling, you know, because I needed a lot of guidance when I first got out. I really didn't know how to get a bank account. I didn't know, how to get a driver's license again. I didn't know how to fill out an application. There was just numerous things that I just kind of needed guidance with, and the structure of Arukah, fortunately, there was people there that were seniors. There was counselors, and they were able to help guide me with some of those just basic things in life that after 21 years that I just was kind of clueless about. Before I was arrested back in 21 years ago, I worked for a company as an HVAC tech, and I still had a job offer there, but I needed hand tools, and Arukah was kind enough to buy those hand tools to get me started. And not only that, the shop was located in Berkeley, so fortunately Arukah had a house car that I was able to drive for about a month until I was able to save up a little bit of money and then purchase another vehicle, which, by the way, was a donated vehicle that was donated to Arukah, which I was able to purchase very cheaply. But that car was able to then provide transportation to and from Livermore and Berkeley every day. And hey, that worked out. That was great. I mean, if any other program, I would have had that opportunity, but Arukah certainly did more than I expected while I was in prison. I never would have guessed that that was something that would have been available to me. So I'm very grateful for that. I have ventured off, and when I have time, on the weekends, I do some side work. I do some work for Seek and Save, Ronan, and he kind of got me started and just helping him out with some of his clients and people that are in need, but paying me at the same time, and that helped me kind of get started with a direction towards a handyman, job, and it's since then I've done several jobs that have paid pretty well, but I'm still in the beginning processes of that. Fortunately, again, Arukah was given a donation of a truck, and I purchased that truck, and that has helped me start that business, or at least get around and do some side jobs, and I anticipate it will continue to provide that opportunity. So yeah, there's another thing that Arukah has provided me in just getting started, and things that would have taken, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without some of that help that Arukah provided for me, definitely. I have saved some money, and I have put in an application, and I've looked at the place, put an application, and I hopefully will be signing a lease agreement tomorrow, and after 1 year, progressing on to the next step, which is just a little bit more independence and more self-reliant, and I feel I'm ready. Arukah provided for me a place for me a safe place, which was really important. Compares to some of the other places I could have went to. Arukah was incredibly safe and comforting, because I could go to work and know that the place I'm staying is secure, no one's going to mess with it, I don't have to worry about someone stealing my stuff, I felt pretty comfortable there in that respect. But not only that, I paid the $450 fee or rent, and so, but because I make pretty good wages, I was able to save quite a bit of money. And again, anywhere else, if I had to actually pay rent somewhere, I wouldn't have been able to save that much money. But I mean, I'm in such a position where I'm not very far away from actually purchasing something, and I mean, I wouldn't have never been able to do that had I not had this opportunity to just work, get the job, get there and back, have that solid, reliable transportation, secure housing, food, mentorship. All those things really those are huge concerns. Those are life on life's terms. And while in prison, I was thinking about that all the time. They're a huge worry and stress. I mean, what's going to happen? How am I going to take care of those little things? And what is that going to look like when I get out? And it seems more like Arukah really provided a lot of those answers for me, and I was able to just take care of business and focus on work, and just get my life together, really. I would like to say thank you very much. If it wasn't for you and your gracious donations, Arukah wouldn't exist. And there are no other Arukahs out there. This is the only one. And my parole officer would come visit me, and he was just shocked and amazed. He would come and say, "I can't believe this place. This place is nice." And I said, "Yeah, it doesn't get really much better than this. The opportunities here are way better than anywhere else I could have been at." But all that wouldn't have happened without the donors. So I'm totally grateful, and I'm really looking forward to seeing, Arukah grow and expand, and hopefully, because there's a great need, there's a huge need, and Arukah is just filling a small number, a very small window of that, and but there's still so much more that could be done. So.